All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Mm. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to be great? Are you ready to be great? Of course you are. Of course you are, darling. Okay, I want to go from start to finish with our training. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Quinn Lewis, hailing all the way from the beautiful city of Houston, Texas, where it's 195 degrees in your house and in your car. And I'm terribly, terribly, terribly uncomfortable, but I'm still excited to be teaching you guys. Okay? Okay. So you put a number 1 in the chat box if you can hear me. Talk through all my craziness. Can you hear me? Can you hear me good? Can you hear me good? Hey, leaders, new people, is your team on? Do you have prospects that you want to see how, we train and teach you and help you? Are they on? Are they on? I'm going to give you the opportunity to get them on. So we're going to give everybody 1 more minute. 1 more minute. All righty, guys. I told you 1 minute. What just dropped off on you? Through the fire, through the limit to the world. I can't really sing. I just like to karaoke. For a chance to be with you, I'd rather risk it all. Y'all see the algebra that I'm trying to do with my kid on the screen? It's absolutely insane. You think Forex is hard? You start doing algebra 1, okay? And then you come back and talk to me about hard. Don't want to hear all this crying about Forex is hard. So, ladies and gentlemen, the reason that we're here tonight is because we need to learn how to use platforms that we're trading on. Hey, I know you want a strategy. I get it, babe. I understand. But here's the thing. It's real cool to have a strategy and then try to trade on it. You have no idea how to use MetaTrader 4. If I say to you right now, I want you, have a little cough drop, forgive me for my unorthodox style of teaching. By the way, y'all, I have like literally 2 crayons short of the crayon box. If you don't like excited, eccentric, weird people, you are on the wrong training. Okay? I'm just going to put that out there. So, I'm a little touched. Okay? Just putting that out there. But I'm a lot of fun. I'll try to make this fun because it's really, if you make it hard, it's hard. So, I try to make it fun and interactive so people can kind of like get over the stress of learning this. Does that make sense? Cool. As we digress. Now, it's easy to learn the strategy. But if I asked you to draw support and resistance lines to make sure you're using that as a foundation to confirm what your strategy is showing you, would you know how to do it? Would you? Interesting, huh? Not really sure, but you know how to do it, would you? I know. That's why we're here. We're here to learn. Okay, everybody. If you're on this training, you should already have a broker account. So there's that. So I'm going to go to my Telegram group. UTH Legacy Master Chairmans. I said Masters Chairmans. Yes, we are Master Chairmans and Master Traders. UTH Legacy Chairmans. We're going to come here. I'm going to find Hugo's Way. That's where my broker link is. Click on it. It's going to come up. How do I download MetaTrader 4, Quinn, on my platform? Boom. Download MetaTrader 4 by clicking it right here at the top. So move this way. Go to the bottom and run it. Run the play, coach. Run the play. I'm just allowing my computer to go through what it's going to go through. Yes. Next. Finish. Now, this is the part where everybody's getting messed up. You're clicking on this. Leave it alone. Like, let it just keep doing its thing. Don't click download. Don't click nothing. You're like, oh, my computer's not doing anything. But you're not paying attention to the little arrow and the thinking. It's thinking, the little wheel buffering. Thank you. That's the word, buffering. So let it buffer. Let it think. Let it go through its thing. And then this is going to download. And then boom. Bam. What is that? Is that MetaTrader 4? Look at God. Won't he do it?
Miss Quinn.
Won't he do it? Oh, did somebody have a question? One moment. Who had a question?
Yes, ma'am, Devondre, I'm sorry. So you said click on the MLQ5 or MQ5 page that pops up?
No, I said don't click on it. I said leave it alone. I said that's where people are messing up.
That's what I was getting clarity on because I did.
You said what?
Okay, let it finish. Thank you. I said yes, that's what I was getting clarity on because I did do it the first time and I can tell the difference. So okay, do not. Thank you.
I switched microphones. Can y'all hear me on this mic?
Loud and clear.
I don't like the echo. I want to be able to hear you guys. Okay, we'll move on. Okay, what I have to do here is I have to make sure that I have my MetaTrader 4 password and account number for Hugo's Way in order for me to get in here. Does that make sense, guys? So I can't move further. Like I can click next, of course. Like, oh yeah, next. But now it's asking me for a demo account. Now what I could do, I see where it says existing trade account. I could put my existing trade account information in here if I have it. Okay. But if I don't have it, I need to create one. And I can create a new demo by clicking next as new demo. And I can put all this information in and keep going. I agree. It's going to be $5,000 at a 1-500 leverage. Finish. Boom. my trading account just opened up. But if I've gotten to this point, I should have already gotten my username and password in trade accounts, and that's in new members orientation where we teach you that, or that's on Wednesday nights where we teach you how to connect it if you don't know. So Wednesday nights, we teach you how to connect everything, all the technical things. We teach that on Wednesday night. And new members orientation, how to actually get a broker and attach it and all that. Tonight, we're going to teach you how to use this, okay? So is everybody clear so far where I clicked on and what I didn't click on, which is MQL5, so MetaTrader 4.5. Everybody's telling me, oh, I have MetaTrader 4.5 on my laptop. Why is it a little different than y'all's? Well, that's why. It's not a bad thing. It's just we're not using that. We're using MetaTrader 4. Okay? All right. This is cool to have 4 screens up. But again, I'm trying to teach you how to use this, so it's better if we just have one. First things first. Let's start from the bottom. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. Started from the bottom. I know. Take it seriously, Queen. And I really do. Trust me. I just like to have fun. So, you see where it says Euro? You see how that tab is, a different color. It's highlighted. That's because it's highlighted here. If you look at the square, and it's showing me this box highlighted. If I switch here, this one's now highlighted. USD CHF. I'll click on GBP USD. That one's highlighted. USD JPY. That one's highlighted. So at the very bottom, whatever you see highlighted is a screen that should be highlighted as well. But again, I only want to see one screen right now. So how do I do that? See that square? If I hover over it, it tells me maximize. Boom. I have that whole screen on. Is everybody with me? If you have your laptop out, you should be looking at me on your phone and doing exactly what I'm doing on the laptop. That's the reason I'm talking in between me doing things. I'm trying to give you the opportunity to catch up and do what I'm doing. It's recorded. It's all good. All right. So now, next thing's next. If you build a team, you don't have to work as much. That's what we did. We built a team, so we don't have to work as much. Just letting you know. That's how we did it. Just a little plug. Help you get some residuals. All right. I right-clicked in my main window. Where is my main window? My main window is where I see the charts, and I'm going to change these candlesticks. If you don't have candlesticks on your screen, go to the top right here by auto trading and make sure the middle option where it says candlesticks is chosen. Click on it. It changes the candlesticks. Is everybody there? 2 in the chat box. Number 2 and the 1 in the 2. Everybody there? Good deal? You all good? Cool. Now, next thing you're going to do is you're going to go right-click, go to properties. This is where you can change all of your stuff. Candlesticks, all that. If you don't want your background to be black, change it. I trade on a black background. It's my preference. The grid, I get rid of my grid. I put none. I'm not a grid person. I don't like it. You can put it on there if you want to, but you don't have to. Okay? Okay. So, now, next thing's next. Bar up. My bar up is my bullish candle. The bullish candle goes in the upward direction. These are things I should know from IML Academy. All right? So, I'm going to go to the blue, change it. My bar down is my red candle. Boom. My bull candle, remember, is my bar up. Change it. Bear candle is my red candle. Boom. If you want your line graph to be different because it's 2 different greens on here, you're more than welcome to change it. If you want your volumes to be different, change it. I make my ask line or my volumes. I change one of those to like a magenta color so it can be different on my screen, and then I'll click OK. And now everything on my screen is changed. Some people do green instead of blue. Some people's candlesticks are green because the way, what they're studying is, that color. So that's why they chose to do it, right? So with that being said, let's add that on there. Now, on the laptop, how do I draw support and resistance lines? Well, these areas here teach you how to draw support and resistance. The horizontal line, I click on it, and I'll literally put my cursor where I want it to go. Does everybody see that? Now, I have to click, I have to get right on it, click on it, and right click on it. Double click. Mine is real crazy. Go to properties. If I want to make it thicker so I can see, I can make it thicker. I can change the line. I can change it to yellow if I want to. See, now you can see it better on my screen. Does that make sense? I can also change the number by going to horizontal properties, going to parameters, and let's say I wanted the number to go on 107.150. I literally can type 107.150 and boom, it'll go straight to that line. Instead of me moving it up and down, I'm like, oh, my entry was 107.150. Let me put a horizontal line there. Boom. If you're in this class, you should already know what support and resistance is. So if I read the chart from left to right, look at the left, this was support. If I'm looking at the screen over to the left, would you guys agree, yes or yes? You light it up in the chat box. This is interactive. You can even unmute yourself and say, yes, Quinn. Yes, 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 yes. Would you agree? This is support. This yellow line, all the way to the left, this is all support. Would you agree? Would you agree?
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. All right. Then as it dropped and broke the line, would you agree that to the right, it now changed into resistance? Would you agree? Would you agree? Yes or yes? Would you agree? Yes or yes, right? So look, I literally could change the parameters of the lines I'm drawing on here instead of having to move it up and down on the screen if I wanted to. And if your mouse is and I don't even know where my mouse is. I think it's somewhere in one of my other bedrooms. Seriously, I think it's at my desktop. That's okay. No big deal. I struggle with my tablet, laptop Surface Pro thing and the line. So the mouse is easier for me. Another thing you could do is go over here to charts and go to objects and go to object list, because this line is considered an object, and you can click edit. Well, I have to click on it, then click edit. Sorry. And then I can change the colors and lines, all that stuff. Instead of double clicking on it, right clicking on it, it's too much. Go to chart, go to object list, click here, and you literally can find how to change everything. Was this little tidbit of information any helpful to anybody? Was this helpful to anybody on how to draw the support and resistance line like that? Put it on the screen, drew it up, I made it thicker, I changed the color, all the above. Hopefully it was helpful. Awesome sauce. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so that's my support or resistance line. How about a trend line, Quinn? Glad you asked. Click the diagonal line here, okay? And then I'm gonna go point to point. So I'll start up at this wick here at my high, and I'm gonna make it wick to wick. That was too forceful. I want to touch. Switch like that, boom, drew my trend line. So there's my trend line. Again, I'm gonna go to charts, I'm gonna go to object list, I'm gonna click and choose my trend line, I'm gonna edit. My trend line, I want it to be thick. I want it to be aqua. Change it. Boom. I changed the colors. Now I can see. Does everybody get that? I drew my trend line. I drew my support and resistance line. Boom. Right here on the main window, this is our main window where money is, where the candlesticks are. This is our main window. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Any questions? So all the people that jumped off are gonna be sick because I'm about to show you how to put an indicator on your MetaTrader 4. Should have waited. Don't get impatient with the basics. Might learn something new. All right, so who needs to know how to put indicators on MetaTrader 4 on their laptop? Put a 2 in the chat box if you don't know how to do this, so I know who my audience is. If you do, it's all good. Maybe I'll teach you a shortcut. Put number 2 if you don't know how to put an indicator on your laptop. Now, I'm going to put this disclaimer out there. This is not to de-identify any trader or trainer out there. Everybody, to each his own, man. Everybody knows how, like, their trading style is. Like, you do whatever makes you happy. You do whatever you need to do. I believe in training wheels, and I think indicators are training wheels. I believe after a certain time, you need to get yourself to a place where, you know, the training wheels come off. That's all I have to say about that. So I'm not personally a fan of completely just putting indicators all the time on charts. But I'm going to show you guys how to put some indicators that you might have seen any other traders put on their charts, okay? Like literally, this is how my charts look, minus the window one down there. I might have the MACD, maybe. If I put any indicator on my chart, on my main chart, it might be Ichimoku because it has a futuristic band that we can see. That's about it, if I do it. So I'm going to show you guys how to put an indicator on your MetaTrader 4, but I also want to kind of share with you a little bit of how to use MetaTrader 4, things you might not have known. For instance, under File, right, I can open up another broker account, log into another trading account right here from my phone, okay? I can save this picture here if I wanted to. What if I put this template? Well, I'll show you guys how to do a template once I put the indicators on here. I'll try to save it. What if you wanted to add a symbol? I go to View, I go to Symbols, click there, literally go to FX Majors. All these are shown. Go to Exotics. No exotics are on here. So what's the exotic that I think is pretty neat? This one, the Euro, the Mexican peso. So I click on it, right? Click Show, and then close, and now that symbol will be added at the bottom here. My Euro to Mexican peso is now added to my Market Watch symbol screen. All right. If at any moment you want to remove some symbols, because you're like, I don't trade all of that. That's how I feel about it. Like, for instance, I don't trade AUDUSD, so I can like click hide and it'll come off. Very rarely do I trade CAD. It'll come off. USD says if it's real iffy, it comes off. Click hide. Click on it, then click hide. Sorry. Boom. So close it. Those came off just like that. I don't have them on there anymore. Okay? That's how I can add, remove symbols. Does that make sense for everybody? Does everybody get that? Awesome. You sure can. Controls. I'm a fan of the controls, but I'm recording this video, and I know older people are going to watch it. They're going to click buttons. But I am a fan of the controls. Yes, I know all the control patterns. However, just for all the people that are super techie, if you click and hover over screens, and hover over things like your bar chart, it'll tell you Alt, Control I. You see on the side where it says that, it'll say Control I here for indicators. It'll say Alt 1 here for your bar chart. So all the little shortcuts that I love, that everybody else may or may not love, you can use those, and it'll even teach you how to do some of those over here off to the side. But since I'm recording, and I know some older people will watch this, and I don't mean older, I mean seasoned, they like clicking buttons. I'm going to show you the buttons. All right, so that's just a couple things. Adding the symbol bar. Thank you for that. Insert charts. If you do Fibonacci, inserts where you're going to find your Fibonacci to draw that. If you do grids, if you look at volumes, you can add that here. Okay. You can change your time frames from here. There's several different ways to change your time frames. From here, right clicking on it. There's a toolbar here. You can change your time frames. And new order kind of acts like an Android PC situation here. Because my iPhone just says trade. So I can do a new order here. So if I want to put a trade in, I literally go to tools, click new order, boom. This is how I place my trade. The volume is actually my lot size. Put my stop loss, take profit. You can even put in the comments, got this from Swipe Coin, Swipe Trade. I got it from, SK5. I got it from Training. I got it from Signals, whatever you want to put. You can put that in the comments. I do that a lot. You can change it right here if you wanted to be like, I'm on USD JPY. Totally should have been on GBUSD. Done that a couple times because I was sleepy. So that's pretty much how you want to do that. So, anywho, how I'm adding indicators in the market. Okay. How I'm adding indicators. Let's go to that. And then I'll go to the rest of the zoom in, zoom out, what these functions do after I add the indicators. I'll show you that. So first things first, where did I get the indicator from? 9 times out of 10, it came from a Telegram group. If you're in my group, then I'll make sure we have what we need. How about that? And that's why I do like checks. So, leaders, I give leaders so much time to go in the back office, make sure everybody is actually active. And then if they haven't, I go in my own back office and I'll look you up myself. So I go to this Telegram and I purge every single week. Every week. So if you haven't reached out to me by now, you haven't paid, have a conversation with me. Because if not, every Friday, I'll boot you out. Cool. So moving forward, what I want to do is, let's find, here we go. FXM crossover arrows. It's in July 4th or July whatever, 27th. So this is one of the indicators. You want to right click on it. Save file as. And I'll go over here and I'll save it to my desktop. And I'll just click save. Then what I want to do is come over to my MetaTrader 4. Wait, before I do that, I actually want to minimize this. Go to my desktop. Find that indicator. I want to right click on it and I want to copy it. So I right clicked and I copied on it, came back to my MetaTrader 4. Go to File, open Data Folder, choose MQL4, but I have to double click on mine. Go to Indicators, double click. In a white space over here, I want to right click, paste it. There it is right there. You can minimize the screen, X out of it, whatever you feel like doing. I come over here where my indicators are, okay? And I'm going to right click where it says indicators. See where it says refresh? Refresh. And look what just showed up. FXM crossover arrows. I'm going to left click on it, hold it down, use another finger to slide it right into my main window, drop it off. Click OK. I have arrows. Done and done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you add an indicator to your MetaTrader 4. Awesome sauce. Are there any questions? So I repeat with all the things that I want to add to my MetaTrader 4. Okay. And I just save it. This is a strategy of mine. Okay. I want to save this. So I'm going to go to charts. I'm going to go to template. I need to save this template. And I need to call it whatever I want to call it. So I'm going to call it the Carla. Save it. Boom. So now if I go to this USD CHF chart, I can literally go to charts, go to templates, find the Carla, and boom, look what just happened. The Carla has appeared. Does anybody have any questions on what I just did? And guys, everybody's busy. When Dr. Spiller taught this live, I was like, missed that Zoom. So then somebody put out a paper, or he put out a paper, doesn't matter. Somebody did, on like step-by-step instructions on how to do it. And guess what was missing? The copy part. So I was like, how does one get the beginning part of these instructions? Like, it's missing to copy it. So what I did was I just figured out that I needed that file. So how do I get it? I save it. Where do I save it to? The desktop. That's where everything, you'll be able to see it. You'll find it quicker. It was just, common sense stuff. So with that being said, the copy part of the instructions, I didn't have, but I just kind of put some common sense things together. It's no big deal. And I used to teach this every Friday. So yeah, when he first started this, and as soon as I learned it, I used to teach this every single Friday on how to do this. So teaching helps. Like, as soon as you learn something, turn around and teach your kid. Have them do it. That's 1, quality time. 2, you're teaching them a new skill. 3, you're teaching someone so you could learn it easier. Does that make sense? So, you guys, I literally taught you how to use support resistance line. I taught you how to change the support resistance line to a parameter if you need to. I taught you how to save a template. Taught you how to put an indicator on. If you want to zoom in, look, that's how I zoom in. Minus sign, that's how I zoom out. If I want to go to the end of it says shift of the end chart from right border, boom. I click on that. That's where price is right now, all the way to the right border. Does that make sense? It'll come through. See a couple teacups on here. A couple engulfing candles on here. A couple reversal patterns. Let's see a shooting star on here. Okay, let's see this trade. Does anybody have any questions so far? If I wanted to immediately get into this trade, you see this actual time bar right here. I don't have to actually pull up my new order screen. I could get in right now if I wanted to. I literally would just change my lot size to, the appropriate lot size for a $5,000 account. And then what I would do is just click buy or sell and be done with it. Does that make sense, guys? Then boom, I can click there. Now, if it's the first time I'm doing that, it's going to make me do this screen, the one-click trading, and then boom, I'm in the trade. I just hit buy. Boom, I just hit sell. Same spot. I'm in the trade. So where do I see the trade? Well, I see the trade, boom, at the bottom where it says trade. So now I can see my trades here at the bottom. Does that make sense, guys? So I can do a one-click trade. I'm analyzing it. Ooh, I need to get in right now. I don't have to fiddle around with doing all the new order and find my new order. Boom, get in right here. Change my lot size, put it in right here, be done with it. Does everybody understand that? Everybody got it? If I wanted to go back to a 4-tile setup, I can click here. If I wanted to go, this is in the Windows, the tiles going vertically, I could do it like this. If I like my tiles cascading down like this, I could do it like that. If I want a new window, click there, boom, I have a new window. But I don't like my tiles like that. Do it like that if I want to. Maximize it, boom, I'm done. Any questions? We're about to move on. Move on to the phone. Move on to the phone. Stop share. Let me switch cords. And let me show you how to use MetaTrader 4. That's my cord. Oh, I need to okay. All right. Can everybody see my screen? Put a one in the chat box if you can see the screen. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to go to chart at the very bottom, guys. You see chart, I'm on an iPhone. Go to chart at the very bottom. And the main window, right? The main window is what we're going to pay attention to. I'm going to get rid of, well, I won't do that. Let's go back to quotes. Let's choose, let's see, gold. Chart. I thought it was clean. It's not. It's all good. I'll delete it. Delete. Delete. Okay. So now what I want to teach you guys about utilizing MetaTrader 4 and drawing support and resistance lines is When you go to the object button, and everybody has this little screen with little triangles and circles. And if you don't, and you're one of those Androids, tap in the main window area, like double tap, and the circle will come up, and then you can get that icon at the very top. You see with the circle, square, and triangle. Click on that, and then go to the horizontal line. Okay, the horizontal line, you can just literally tap it on your screen, and boom, the horizontal line will appear. You press it and hold it down, but not too hard, like fingertip hold it. You can move it up and down. So boom, I got my support resistance line. Um, we can draw a trend line. Eyeball there. There's my trend line. So I literally can use the object line. If you like to do supply and demand and you don't like lines, use the square, and then boom, you can do range. And you literally can, move that up and down. And again, if I hold it down, click on properties, I can change the colors. I can change the style if I want to. I can make this, a light purple. Click on save, click on done, and now it's light purple on the screen. The diagonal trend line, properties, go here. I don't want it to be green, I want it to be pink. Save it, done, it's now pink. Does everybody understand how to draw on my actual chart for my phone? And the same thing that I could do with MetaTrader 4 where I just, I wanted to actually go straight to this number. Click on my, support resistance line, go to properties. So I chose the number 1519.60. See where it says point? I click on that. Where it says point? Oh, I need that 5. No. Point. Hold on, let me go back. What did I say? 1513.90. 0.90. Done. You see the green line move all the way down to 1513.90. Does that make sense, guys? I can change it, the parameters, put it where I need to put it. Go back to the object line. If I want an arrow, if I want an eclipse, where I'm like, okay, where did I see, if you use indicators, where did it cross? I can draw there, draw it down, draw my eclipse. And I could literally circle out this spot right there, and that's where they cross. And remember, I can hold it down. Properties. I can make this whatever color I wanted to make it. How many pixels I wanted to make it. Save. Done. It's blue now. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any type of question? See, now grab on your piece. Any questions at all? Girl, you just did. I just did it. I just told you I did your chart. If you go to settings at the bottom, I should have changed the chart. If you want to change your candlestick, go to chart on your settings. Go to colors. Now on an Android, you're gonna have to go. Your settings is like the 3 lines at the top left. Then you'll have to find settings, and then you'll have to go to, man, I can't remember. It's in there. I think it does say chart after you click on settings, and then it says colors, like at the top. You have options, but
You can change your candlestick same way. Bar up is going to be blue in a bull candle, and the bar down is going to be red, and the bear candle, they're both going to be red. So I pretty much have my chart the same colors as my Mediterranean 4. They're almost the same colors. It's just the bid and ask price are different on this phone, and it doesn't make a difference. Like it doesn't really make a difference. But anyways, I want to make sure I showed you guys that. You can change it to a bar chart if you want to. I'll click bar chart, go back to chart at the bottom, and then now I don't have candlesticks. I have bars now, which is a cool way to trade. FYI, cool way to trade. If you wanted to go back to the chart, you want to just do lines. Let's chart. Now I just have a line. That's it. That's it. The green line is my actual trading chart. I want to put indicators on. Go to the F. The main window, I have to click on that to add another indicator. All that indicators on here, and I want to add another one on the main window chart. Click on main window to add another indicator. Okay, so I can put that there. We're done, and then boom, I have fair value stars on there if I want to. If I want to get rid of it, all I have to do is go to edit, with the minus sign, delete, it's gone. Done. Does anybody have any questions? Or at each locally? Click, done, boom, and chart. Each emoji at the bottom on top of my other window. I didn't mean to use that. And then go back to chart and go back to the candlestick. Chart, done. Each emoji at the very bottom, but I don't want that. So for the indicators, slide it over, delete. If I wanted it on my main window, I would click my main window to put it on there. Mm, all right. So does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Again, they go over MetaTrader 4 and the news orientation and on Wednesday. I just wanted to show you how to use your platforms, how to draw on it. I do go over Harmonic Scanner, Trading View, MetaTrader 4 on your phone, MetaTrader 4 on the laptop and PC. Those are things that we cover on Monday night. So does anybody have any questions? Was this helpful at all to anybody? Did this help anybody at all? Not unless you download like a VPN, and we have one. I just have to find it because I don't think I put it in our group, but we do have a VPN um, that I put in our group that you could literally. It doesn't transfer chart to chart like that, essentially, but I put a VPN in the old group, and I still put a VPN too, where I can open up my home laptop chart from my phone and control it from there. And yeah, that's pretty neat too. But your laptop and your desktop will have to stay open. But yeah, if you put on your desktop, it doesn't normally just transfer like that to your phone. So what I like to do is if I do it on my desktop, I'll do it on my phone at the same time. It's real quick. Team viewer. Yeah, see the techie Tiffany over here. She uses team viewer. Um, Maybe she'll teach you how to use it if you beg her nicely. But with that being said, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Devondra, glad you learned something new. I love it. And it wasn't like super technical tonight, but I know a lot of you guys are like I just see too many times people are asking in the chat groups how do I put indicators on my desktop. I'm like, damn, we're still having this issue. And this is a PC, it's not a Mac, so um there's a difference. So just go get your PC. I'm just kidding. So like, when you go out and just get a new laptop, y'all ain't trading just like that just yet. However, maybe that should be a goal. I don't know. Tell me. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not want to wear out my welcome or wear out my time with you. So I want to bid you adieu. If there are no further questions, I can give you guys 2 minutes. So that way I gave you a full hour. I'll stay on for 2 more minutes and we can ask any question you want to. Now, you don't have to ask the questions about what I trained over. You have literally 2 minutes to ask me any question you want to ask me. Don't ask me where I buy my hair from. That was a joke. I don't buy hair. I wish I did. It's a joke. It's a bad joke. But you got 2 minutes. You can ask me anything. And Tiffany and Devontae didn't know I don't ever do that. So you can take full advantage of 2 minutes to ask me anything. But 1 minute now. 1 minute to ask me anything. Nothing.
I'm sorry, Quinn. What did you say?
All right. Well, that means if you live here in Houston, tomorrow we will be doing a presentation live and in person. Um, Please make sure you see our group for the address and the password to get upstairs. That's in there as well. So we go over the presentation for a very brief moment, and then we have training right afterwards. And yes, we do have beginners training, and we do have advanced training. So there's that. There is that. We have beginners and advanced training in Houston, Texas. In what's it called? What's that city? Orlando. Our schooler and Mr. and Mrs. K will be in Orlando tomorrow. Isn't that awesome? Tomorrow. So they'll be there tomorrow. So that'll be absolutely cool and fun. So other than that, ladies and gentlemen, if there's no further questions, I bid you a good night. And I appreciate your time, guys. Y'all have a good night.